his training routine today. Jesus Christ, man. Like, no wonder he's in insane shape. He would swim sometimes for 5 hours a day. 5 hours of just laps in the pool. He doesn't fight like anybody else.
Yeah. It's all right.
I just get very frustrated.
So that's boxing at its finest right there. You heard it. They said it. Make that bet. Everything on the line. You know, that's old school right there.
I don't know what his status is currently, but when in terms of big names, Tank is the big name at 35.
Legendary Joe Rogan recently sat down to review Gervonta "Tank" Davis's latest training footage, and to say he was stunned would be a massive understatement. Rogan was visibly blown away, left in a state of pure disbelief and awe at the sheer, unadulterated intensity and savage work ethic that Tank brings to the gym every single morning without fail. It wasn't just a workout, it was a display of peak human performance that left one of the world's most famous commentators questioning how anyone could keep up with that pace.
His training routine today. Jesus Christ, man. Like, no wonder he's in insane shape. He would swim sometimes for 5 hours a day. 5 hours of just laps in the pool. He starts his day at 4:30 in the morning. So 4:30 in the morning, he gets up, eats breakfast, and has his first training at 5. At 5, it's all conditioning. It's all like running, rowing, biking, takes a break, eats again, takes a little nap, back in the gym again like 2 hours, and then he's sparring, boxing, doing all that workout, then eats, takes a break, relaxes a little bit. Evening session is boxing. An evening session, he's sparring, he's hitting mitts, he's hitting the bag, gets up in the morning and does it all over.
Joe Rogan was absolutely captivated by the leaked training footage of Gervonta Davis, specifically pointing out his razor-sharp technique and terrifyingly explosive physical form during this current camp. He broke it down by describing Tank as one of the most intellectually efficient predators in boxing today, a master strategist who doesn't just throw punches, but meticulously downloads his opponent's data and reads their every move before unleashing that one world-ending, devastating power shot that puts everyone to sleep.
Style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he's very explosive. He's very explosive, and, man, he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
Yeah.
So much
Definitely.
confidence in his power. That he doesn't give a who he's giving away a couple
Yeah, he
rounds
definitely
in the
be
game.
giving away rounds.
During his deep dive breakdown, Rogan drew a chilling comparison between Gervonta Davis and a prime, young Iron Mike Tyson, emphasizing that same aura of dangerous menace and impending doom. He highlighted how Tank's compact, muscular build and sudden, violent bursts of energy make him an absolute nightmare for anyone in his weight class, especially when you consider his calculated, low-volume patient approach in the early rounds where he carefully traps his prey before the kill.
He reminds me like a little Tyson.
He's short and he conserves his punches where, like the first few rounds, he throws very few punches.
He's just measuring. He's a computer, man.
Yep.
In the meantime, the Baltimore native has officially flipped the switch, taking his training intensity to an entirely new level of madness that we haven't seen before. He is currently obsessing over every minor technical detail and sharpening the smallest nuances of his game while grinding through an incredibly grueling, strict, and disciplined camp routine that is designed to push his body and mind to the absolute breaking point.
Good at what they do, like they master at what they do, but they not complete fighters. Some of them have speed, some of them have just power, some of them just have footwork, but they don't have the whole thing. I believe I have the whole package. I mean, that's what makes me a good boxer. A great boxer.
Right now, Gervonta Davis is pushing himself beyond the limit, focused entirely on reclaiming his peak physical condition and sharpening his elite-level conditioning to a world-class standard. He is methodically rebuilding his fighting rhythm, fine-tuning his timing, and leaving no stone unturned as he prepares for a monumental return to the ring that the entire boxing world is desperately waiting to witness. While appearing on Joe Rogan's massive platform, the legendary Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins echoed these sentiments, sounding the alarm on just how uniquely dangerous Gervonta Davis truly is. Hopkins specifically noted that Davis possesses a rare, lightning-fast burst of explosiveness that allows him to flip the script of any fight in a heartbeat, possessing the rare equalizer power that can change the trajectory of a match with just one single clinical blow.
Tank carries the power. He's sneaky. Explosive.
Yeah.
You think you're doing something, and he rides off that overconfident, where now he recognized this old school.
His longtime mentor and head coach, Calvin Ford, has made it crystal clear to the media. Once Gervonta Davis steps inside those four ropes, he is a man on a deadly, focused mission with a total and complete understanding of exactly what is required for greatness. Ford sent a chilling warning to the entire division, stating that the training wheels are officially off and Tank has finally secured the massive opportunities he has always demanded. And now, the time for talk is over because it is officially time for him to deliver on the biggest stage of all.
Ring, he's on a mission. Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it now.
Furthermore, the pound-for-pound king Terence "Bud" Crawford recently weighed in on the current state of Gervonta Davis, describing him as a man possessed by an incredible level of motivation and a terrifyingly dangerous aura. Crawford emphasized that Tank is currently in a headspace where he is willing to step into the ring and go to war with absolutely anyone at a moment's notice. He further elaborated that Davis is a true gym rat, who possesses a profound and soul-deep love for the sweet science, remaining completely locked in and driven by a singular, crystal-clear objective that he is 100% determined to achieve before he hangs up the gloves.
He has so much confidence in his power. So much confidence in his power that he doesn't give a who he's giving away a couple
Yeah, he
rounds
definitely be giving away rounds, but you know, he just in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch you.
Yeah,
and that's the thing with Tank. You know, these fighters, you know, you got to be aware. 15 rounds.
Naji Chill, the charismatic host of the popular Cigar Talk platform, recently broke down Davis's skill set, pointing out that while Tank's technical boxing fundamentals are incredibly solid, his most frightening and standout attribute is undoubtedly his earth-shattering, one-punch knockout power. He noted that this isn't just something Davis learned in the gym, it is a raw, natural, and God-given strength that has been a part of him since he was a young child in Baltimore. This innate ability to change a fight with one touch is what truly separates him from every other fighter on the planet, making him an uniquely lethal threat every time he laces up his boots.
Things about Tank, obviously, is that devastating power, right? Like, he could box, you know, he got skills, but that's, to me, what separates him from everybody else is that his power is just...
He was little.
That's what I'm saying. Is his power like that as a kid, though?
When he was little, I used to call them Mercedes and BMW smashed together. You know, they was the two hottest cars.
Mixed martial arts legend Jorge Gamebred Masvidal also joined the conversation, citing Gervonta Davis as a prime example of a fighter who possesses that rare and coveted dog mentality. Masvidal observed that elite-level warriors like Davis have a unique psychological switch that flips the moment they step into the heat of battle, causing them to become even more aggressive and more willing to take calculated risks to dismantle their opponent. He highlighted how Tank has the uncanny ability to transition into a cold, relentless, and win-focused mindset exactly when the stakes are at their highest and the pressure is most intense.
Being mean is like the biggest part in it, you know,
Really?
in being a fighter. Yeah, because you could be a great athlete. One day you're gonna come across another great athlete. You know, it's who's got more dog in him.
Do you think Wonder Boy's mean? I think he's secretly mean.
It has to be. You know? He's very, very, very competitive. You know, he's the nicest dude.
Yeah.
One of the coolest guys, and a for real nice guy. Like, I've met him numerous times off camera, just me and him chilling, and the dude's genuinely like a good dude, you know. But once he gets in there, he's hyper competitive. He wants to win at all costs. He's gonna put himself at harm's risk to make sure he gets that W, man. I've always liked Wonder Boy, man.
I couldn't believe Kevin Holland decided to have a kickboxing fight with him.
Prominent sports analyst Stephen A. Smith has officially labeled Gervonta Davis as the single biggest attraction in the entire sport of boxing today, attributing his massive global appeal to his explosive knockout reel and his unapologetically aggressive fighting style. Smith went as far as to draw direct parallels between Davis and a prime Mike Tyson, praising Tank's constant willingness to engage in the pocket and his relentless search for a fight-ending blow. He also made the observation that Davis is almost never seen in actual trouble or genuinely threatened during his fights, a fact that only serves to reinforce his growing reputation as the most intimidating and dominant powerhouse in the modern era of the sport.
Gervonta Davis, to me, is the #1 attraction in boxing. He's the #1 attraction in boxing. He will finish you. Yeah. He will close, and this brother comes, and he's one of those guys. They call him, the mini Mike, as a Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He's willing to take a punch to give it now.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him hurt. He got bruised.
Yep.
He might have bruises, but I ain't seen nobody wobble him. I ain't seen anybody hurt.
In the meantime, respected boxing figure Greg Hackett has been vocal about his immense excitement regarding the highly anticipated return of Gervonta Davis to the squared circle. Hackett reminded the boxing world that every single time Davis enters the ring, his opponent is in very real, tangible danger of a devastating knockout. He expressed his sincere hope that the promoters will match Davis with a truly formidable and deserving challenger. Someone who brings a high level of credibility and skill to the table to ensure the fans get the legendary battle they are all craving to see.
I mean, I'm just happy Tank coming back. Tank's excited. All the guys are excited, but Tank is always a big question mark when Tank get in the ring. Is somebody about to get knocked out? I mean, I just hope it's a good guy. Somebody, we can respect.
The undisputed face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, has also shared his expert perspective, stating that he expects a legendary and tightly contested tactical war if Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson ever collide. Canelo pointed to Stevenson's world-class defensive wizardry, elite speed, and slick footwork as massive obstacles for any fighter to overcome. However, the Mexican icon also gave massive credit to Davis for his bone-crushing heavy hands and his ability to apply constant, suffocating psychological and physical pressure. When forced to pick a side, Canelo ultimately revealed that he leans toward Davis to emerge as the victor in that specific high-stakes chess match.
Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot, and it's very difficult to get hit. To hit him, but I like Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go forward. So I put my money on Gervonta.
Well, love it, but at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you got to move on.
I don't need you,
got to
bro.
move on.
Simple.
Love to make the biggest fight in boxing happen.
The biggest fight in boxing happen. Okay. I guess whatever our interpretation of that would give us the answer, but I don't know what you consider the biggest fight in boxing.
It ain't about what I consider the biggest fight in boxing. It's what y'all consider the biggest fight in boxing. So y'all know what that means.
Is it Tank Davis?
Like I said, I would like to make the biggest fight in boxing happen.
Holy smokes. That would be something. The bottom line is you have a lot of great options right now. Do you agree?
Yes.
There's a lot of big names that we've just discussed, and any one of those would be pretty damn big.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down with whatever, whatever makes sense. But once again, I would love to make the biggest and best fights happen. I would love to make the most competitive fights happen, and I would love to show the world why I am the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
While the boxing world is buzzing with excitement, it is important to note that these discussions are currently centered around rumors of a potential megaclash, and nothing has been officially signed or confirmed as both camps keep their options wide open. Shakur Stevenson himself eventually addressed the growing speculation, making it clear that he is more than open to the fight and ready for the challenge. However, he also sent a stern message that he will not spend his career waiting around or chasing anyone who isn't fully committed to making the fight happen, proving that while he wants the legacy, he remains focused on his own path to greatness.
Due respect to Devin Haney, he got his game, but my game is at a higher level. My defense is way better. I could stand there in front of guys and defend myself, and I don't think Devin Haney has the type of defense I got that.
I totally agree with you on that. Where's my camera? I totally agree with him on that, and I like that.
And he's a hell of a fighter.
He's
though.
a good fighter, but he's not you. He's not you.
I agree.
He's not you. Is that a fight you want against him, or do you believe that there should be bigger fights on the horizon for you than a Devin Haney fight?
Nah, I think the Devin Haney fight is a big fight. I think it can happen. I think it just got to make sense. With Ryan Garcia, he just said he'll come down to 144 pounds. So if he'll come do that and it makes sense, let's do it.
Would you rather fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney?
I would rather fight either or. I think any of these guys get in front of me, they got a lot to deal with.
They had to fight. And they did the sanctioned bodies and all that need to make them fight.
If they do fight, who you think gonna win?
I actually don't know. I mean, my mind says Shakur probably win. But then I see the great work they did with Loma, or that he fight with Loma, and overcoming a lot of different obstacles in that fight, it could be hard for Shakur. Shakur, right? Shakur Stevenson. As they call it'd be hard for him for the long range, the height, how big he is, stuff like that. And then what makes me think even more is when Shakur say spar with Crawford, and he had lots of problems with Crawford. Even though Crawford wasn't punching him hard or whatever, but you know what he had problems with? He had problems with the long arms and the height of Crawford. So he couldn't counterpunch like he wanted to. With Crawford. Crawford probably would have hit him hard, but it's different, he's longer and stuff, it's harder. So that could be a problem for Shakur that we don't.
Who would you favor at 147 between him and Devin? Shakur.
That's a tough fight. I like both of those styles together, but I do think that Shakur is just more defensively aware, sound and aware. It's possible that Shakur may win that fight. I feel like he's a problem for a lot of guys because of his style. But Devin, both of those styles together, that's a great matchup. And I don't know. That's actually a really good fight. I genuinely don't know.
Roy Jones Jr. observed.
Start on hold and move to another. It's start on hold and move to another. When we gonna get a pond dug? We're not, because it's taking off the job too much. You gotta leave it on the job for it to get a pond dug. And that's his only thing. He a great fighter. He got great eyesight. He has great reaction time. He's gonna be a great fighter. He just gotta figure out how to use them people different.
Is he the best defensive fighter out of all four of them?
Right now, defensive, yes, because his defense is with his feet. That's what people don't understand. Defense isn't with your hands, it's with your feet. And he has the best foot defense of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if he uses it for defense, when it's strictly defense, yes. But when you want to make it offensive, you can't do the same. You gotta cut it in half. And that's the only thing he had a problem with. Once he learns that, or figures that out, he gonna be a killer.